Hello, welcome to Travelling Everard. Today I'm in Writtle. It's about 1 mile outside Chelmsford. Population just over 4,000. Thought I'd give you a quick tour. This is where my dad was brought up many moons ago. But yeah, let's go and have a quick look. So they've still got some sort of knitted stuff from the Queen's Jubilee from the weekend. Here's Brother James over there, and they can still got the Union Jacks on the side of the house there as well. But yeah, this is the village pond, which I used to come to as a kid with my gran. There used to be terrapins on here, didn't there?
Yeah, it is not that old as far as village ponds go.
How old is it?
It was built about 150 years ago for the brewery.
Brewery?
That was based on St John's Green for the horses to drink from.
Yeah.
And then in later years, when the steam rollers and steam powered engines were in vogue, they used those for getting water from here.
It's quite shallow actually, isn't it, if you look?
Yeah.
It's actually really shallow in the middle there.
I don't know, it gets deeper in here. Why don't we go in this way?
Shall I go in and have a look? So this is the sort of traditional Writtle village green. It's actually quite big. I think they used to play cricket on here as well, didn't they?
They did indeed, and the shop over there used to be a butcher's shop.
So you can see the tiles there, can't you?
And the owner of it, Mr Sparrow, used to donate money to the cricket club every time the ball went through the window.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So that used to happen quite a lot then?
It happened a few times.
Yeah. It's actually quite nice and short, the grass.
Yeah. Cricket was finally banned on the green when the ball went through the top story of a double-decker bus and injured someone with flying glass.
So I've been informed that obviously used to be a butcher's, and this used to be a baker's. So where was the Union? Up there, was it?
Here comes the Chelmsford.
In a distance over there, quite a famous gentleman just walked past. Was it Tony Butcher, who was a record goal scorer for Chelmsford City back in the day, over 300 goals, so a local legend. But as you can see, there's quite a few of these sort of knitted things on these trees and benches. I should imagine there would have been quite a party scene over the weekend. So this house here, well, it's now a house, used to be a baker's and a beer house from 1811, and then was antiques and a newsagent's until 1974. So there's a lot of history. A lot of these places used to be independent shops and bakers and stuff then, but are now sort of residential dwellings.
Mr Andrew's daughter lived in that first house in First Drive, the next road to where George lives.
This is a nice old house as well, isn't it? So there's a rumour going around that Robert de Bruce was actually born in Writtle, but not sure how true it is.
Montpelier's farm, though.
Yeah. This is the local tea room. Have you been in here?
It's greengrocers.
Used to be a greengrocers, didn't it? Have you been in there, Mum?
No, I think I've gone round the back bit
Yeah.
a few years ago.
And this was a house that was Baroness Platts.
So who is she?
She was parish councillor, borough councillor, county councillor.
So quite
elevated to the House of Lords, and a really nice person.
Oh right. So
gave me my book prize at school.
See, that's
yeah, should we go up there and have a look?
Yes.
So what's this here then? This is
That used to be a shop as well. I'm trying to think what it was.
so this is an interior shop now then.
Yeah.
Sort of interior design.
Well, everything, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that used to be a wine merchant.
It did used to be a wine merchant, you're right. So this house here was built in
It used to be the
1861.
house for the church that was over there.
Oh really? We'll walk round there in a bit.
When I was young, the person was appropriately named Mr Monk.
This brings back memories down here
This
actually.
used to be a
So yeah. I'm gonna head down here quickly.
Past the pub this way.
I will do. I'll come back round. Yeah.
This used to
Pop
be.
in there, Matthew.
Yeah, it should do. I've never been in there. I feel like I have to.
You can sit out.
Yeah.
You've got a little front and a little back.
So I'm 34 years old. There's a pub round the corner. It looks like the smallest pub I've ever seen, and I've never been in there, and I want to go in, so I might have to pop
If
in.
you've got time,
Yeah.
which we probably will though.
Yeah. But that arch always brings back a lot of memories.
Does it?
This is bringing. I haven't been down here in years. This is quite interesting to
Used
see.
to sell seeds and all sorts of things.
So what's this now then?
There's lots of different.
It's like a
business
pet
units.
shop, is it?
Yeah, lots of different business units. This is where I did my talk, Matthew. And somebody who knew best, who was organising the talk from University Third Age, decided that even though some people didn't have particularly good mobility, and one of them
Yeah.
had a mobility scooter, which would be an ideal route rather than go all the way around. So we had to lug his mobility scooter up the steps.
So this is a pet groomers then.
Yeah. All right, dear. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. So I'll see you.
Struggling with these steps at my age. I'm still recovering from my Achilles injury after badminton the other week. But this is funeral parlour here, Ketley. And then you've got another one here, the co-op funeral director. So as you can probably tell, it's quite an older generation do live here. Do you know anything about this house?
Yeah, Dave Ketley lives there.
So this is all belongs to the funeral directors here then?
Yeah, he's retired, of course.
Yeah. But it's quite, I don't know, it feels like, along here it feels like a village, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The old style houses. So.
And it's a small road, isn't it?
Yeah, so this was the original village.
I see they've
So-
got a bit out the back there now. They've extended
So
it.
we're coming up to the really small pub here. They have actually got a back garden bit here.
Yes, they have now.
No, don't think they used to. But yeah, I don't know if you can see. But yeah, let's walk up here and have a quick look.
And there's a tiny front bit.
Yeah, it's always somewhere that it's got a couple little seats out the front,
Yes,
and
that's
you used
right.
to see people sitting out there, especially in the summer.
We saw a village legend,
But as you can see, there's quite a few amenities for the village. Because you've got here, you've got Preston's garage with a little shop. But maybe it's called Preston. Oh, it's still called Preston's. And if you go round the corner, you've got the Writtle Agricultural College down there, which is I think it's the biggest land college in the country, and is actually where the first radio broadcast had taken place during World War II, was it?
No, it was 100 years ago.
Was it? I thought it was World War II.
No, it was after World War One.
Oh, World War One. Good job, my dad's here to correct me. So, yeah, so this is the pub here. It's quite a nice pub, isn't it? So, Gray and Sons is quite a big brewery here in Essex. Obviously, other towns have, or different regions have different breweries, but Gray and Sons is big in Essex. And then you've got the Rose and Crown pub there.
Oh, well. No, if
Do you want me,
money,
do you want me to get them?
It's okay.
That's all right. Oh, I haven't. So is the bar here or through there?
Oh, I don't know.
No. It's quite nice, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. So we're just having a cheeky beer, a cheeky pint at the pub, and it's absolute carnage out here.
I see.
Suddenly a build up of traffic.
3 days a week they do pizza in there.
As you can see, for the foreign viewers, the price of diesel is now £189. Sorry, £1.89 per litre. So it's gone up a lot, even last week. But you see, there's all the vehicles are now trying to turn around. I'm not sure what's going on. They've got the Queen Jubilee stuff here still, then.
Yes, yes. They got garden open day Sunday week. I think they were having the Morris dancers outside this pub.
I did see Morris dancing mentioned in the pub.
Did you?
Yeah.
12 o'clock that day, I think.
Yeah. Quite a nice. So in the UK, we've going through some hardships at the moment. This is the sort of potholes we're talking about. So we're going to cross over here now, have a look round that way, which is where the Norman church is. But yeah, this is the other pub, and I think there's called the Rose and Crown. There's one more pub in the village. They got quite a big garden out there, then. Yeah. Yeah. So, no. So this is a refuge church. I thought that was the library at first, but maybe not. I thought that was the library.
No, it's further down.
Is it? So yeah, this is must be a looks Victorian, doesn't it?
It used to be the Methodist church, didn't it?
You know the report.
But yeah, you can see there's quite a few old residential dwellings along here as well. These old cottages, which are very nice. And here's the local library for the village,
Used to be my school.
which is run by Essex County Council. And my dad said this used to be his school. But yeah, so there's a little green plaque here. So quite often the church and the libraries aren't open every day. But here's the opening times. As it say here, so 45 to Green, National and Blencows Charity School, constructed in 1856. It was partially used as a post office between 2011 and 16. So this, yeah, it looks Victorian really. These are nice old places, aren't they? These are nice old cottages. So there's this can't be a road down here, can it? You can't.
It's a walkway as well. You can't get cars through.
Can you? It's very you can't possibly get a car through there, can you?
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, it's quite an unusual lamppost here. Never seen one like that before.
They do. We do that on our walk sometimes.
There's another green plaque on this house. So it's 27 to 29 to Green, one of the oldest buildings in the village, constructed in the 1400s, formerly a coaching inn, the Swan, in the mid 1800s. It was a school in the 1860s, was converted into 2 dwellings. So this used to be a pub then. That's why it's called the Swan House.
Used to be a pub.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? Must have been a big pub.
Now this is interesting, Matthew.
Yeah.
This used to be Greenbourne Children's Home, and there was a child who was resident here from Harlow because he burnt down Harlow the Downs Primary School. It's a really bad bit anyway.
Yeah.
And he then went into the church, caused a lot of damage to the church.
Oh really?
Yeah, in Writtle, yeah.
So this is Greenbourne, like you said, constructed in 1700 as a private residence. It mentions here it was a boys' home from 1906 until 1961.
Remember Mr. Triggle, the person who ran it?
So do you reckon we should go this way down to the church and then back
To the car.
to the car? Yeah. So what's it now then?
Private residence.
Private residence. What's that? Oh yeah, that's interesting. So are these houses here part of the church? No. It says pump house, so this must have been a pump house at some point then.
There's a pump there.
Oh yeah. Very observant.
It's like a nurse house, that one.
So yeah, that's interesting. Is that a proper house now, is it that? It's got a sundial at the top as well, isn't it? Or not wind dial, so yeah. So back in the Doomsday Book, it was noted that Writtle had a population of 900, which compared to 20 people living in Chelmsford, so it's a big place, considering the population is around 4,800 now. So to have 900 people living here back in when was the Doomsday Book? Was it 1180 or something?
12th century.
Yeah. There's some sort of music going on here. Is that a school?
It's a Christian centre.
Ah.
But around the corner
Is the
is what we used to call the girls' school, where girls went there to the age of 11, but boys from the ages of 5 to 7 went there
Oh.
as well.
so yeah. This is the Norman church. It almost looks like a castle. Sounds like something from 1980s. So yeah, it's quite similar to the church in Huntington. It's got 2 levels.
Yeah. It was damaged when the tower fell once. It's had 2 fires as well.
So it's been through quite a lot, really.
And this is what was the girls' school.
So
Where
it's
I
not.
started my school days.
So you were a girl when you were younger.
No.
No.
They had boys from 5 to 7.
Oh, okay.
And it's the almshouses along here.
You don't know these days.
No, you don't. Not doing that much in our day.
This is an old dwelling. This one.
Yeah. Old, what's it called? Albans. It's really nice.
Hmm. This has got to be Tudor period, isn't it?
That's been burnt down a couple of times.
Has
as
it?
well. In fact, my mum always used to tell me the story of how she got into trouble with her mum. There was a fire, and Nan said, "Don't go and have a look." And she took George, and he fell over a hose pipe
Oh dear.
and banged his nose, and his nose was bleeding. So she took him home and got into trouble about it.
They had, yeah, a lot of gardens were like this in that period, weren't they?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, really?
And when she retired,
What is
she
it
was
then?
off in a house, private house it was.
Can't all be one house
It
now,
was
is
at
it?
one time.
Do you reckon it's flats now
People
then?
who owned it
Yeah,
were the Nesbits,
Yeah.
and he was high up in the film and broadcasting industry.
Oh, really?
And they moved down to Hazelmere in Surrey after they left here.
Yeah.
I used to go on a Wednesday to visit.
What, in that house?
Yeah. And have ice cream. It was really nice. Lovely garden at the back there was as well, with a little pond canal going through the grounds.
We've got the sort of traditional willow trees. That light's on, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed a tour of the village of Writtle. See you at the next destination.